What's up, everyone? Chance here with Missouri Outdoors. Today we are back at my land in Douglas County, and we're going to see if we can't find some morel mushrooms. Last time I looked and I never found any, but a couple people mentioned in the comments that they saw a small one up here. And I have looked in that area, and I have still yet to see it. I don't know, I may be blind, but I did find a little round ball up here. I'm not sure if I could find it because I did pack it up the hill already and I threw it down on the ground. Man, this hill's steep. But while I was up here looking, I did happen to find a little bit of sign of mushroom activity. They're kind of hard to see, but I believe those are the false morels, the big red ones, which, I don't know, the conservation book and everyone pretty much considers them toxic, but I'm here to tell you I've ate them before and they don't hurt me, so if they get much bigger, I may come and harvest them and eat them myself. Believe it or not, that's one of the only mushrooms I actually enjoy eating. I'm not a big morel mushroom eater. I might eat 2 or 3 a year and then I'm good. The rest of them I sell for part of my yearly income. But we'll take a quick look around here just so you guys can try to find some that I'm too blind to see. We're just up the driveway at my farm at Ava under the patch of sycamore trees that I normally find a lot under. We're going to go check a few more spots on the farm that we didn't check last time. I got to thinking that one spot's on a different slope than most of my other spots, and they may have came up there already. I'm not sure, but we'll go give it a check here later. But alright, I'm not seeing any in this area, so we're going to walk back down, get in the vehicle, and drive up the driveway and check a few other spots. So stay tuned. We'll see what we can find. Alright guys, we are on this little slope right here behind the barn. You can see the old house place and my vehicle over there. And I find quite a few mushrooms on the edge of this hill usually. I've only actually started to find them here in the last like 2 or 3 years though. And we got this down sycamore tree here. And it's not a morel, but we do have what I believe is witch's butter, which is edible if that's what it is. So we may let that get a little bigger and we may try to harvest some this year. At least I'm like 99% sure that's what it is. If it's not, make sure to leave me a comment below telling me so. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Alright guys, well, I did a little looking on and off camera in this area right down here. And I haven't found any more mushrooms of any sort. So we're going to look out right here up on top where it might get a little more sunlight and maybe warm the ground a little quicker. Interesting thing about this little area right here, me and one of my buddies, Ethan, who if you've been watching the channel for a while, you've probably seen a couple times. But if you're new to the channel and want to see that video, we found a lot of morels right in this area, right in here, and some pretty good sized ones. And then we found more on up through there. But I will try to remember to leave a link in the eye above, so you guys can come back and click on it after you watch the rest of this video, of course. But I'll try to remember to leave that video linked up there. And if I forget to, at the end, there should be a link to my 2020 Morel playlist. So it's somewhere in there if you guys just want to check that out instead. Unfortunately, though, I'm not seeing any up here. So what I'm thinking is the ground seems to be a little dry in this area, which tells me it's probably warmer than off the hill is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into some of this thicker cover over here, where the ground might hold more moisture and still be warmer. And we're going to see if we can't find any fresh ones over in there. So stay tuned. I'm going to walk through all this heavy, thick brush, and I'll get you guys back on when I'm in there. Alright, well, we're finally in that area now. And I got to thinking about it on the walk over here, and this is actually the same spot right here by these rocks that we found our biggest mushroom last year. And the thing was like literally the size of my hand. If you guys go back and watch that video, you'll definitely get to see it. There was actually quite a few in this area that I hadn't been through here yet. And a lot of them had already went past their prime and were starting to rot. So we actually missed out on quite a few mushrooms in this patch. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come check it early. That way I could see if it happened to be one of my early producers. So this is definitely going to be a spot we check in the next 2 or 3 trips we come down here, because I have a feeling they're going to pop up right below this big rock pile and above it, probably before they pop up at most of my other spots on the farm. I've already looked out below it pretty good. That's a cool rock. It's almost like, I mean, I'm sure that was chipped out of there by nature, but it almost kind of looks like a Indian tool of some sort. I don't think it is, but you never know. Might actually take that home with me. I don't know. I still think it's a little early. However, seeing those false morels coming up kind of gives me a little bit of hope that it won't be very long. I'm saying within 2 weeks, if we get more rain, they're really going to be up everywhere. I am still planning on doing a subscriber event for anyone that wants to come. We're going to try to meet up at some conservation land somewhere and just spend the day walking around looking for morel mushrooms and all that good stuff. I figured it'd be kind of a nice way to try to give back a little for everyone watching my videos and taking the time to subscribe to the channel. I'm not 100% sure on the date yet, but I mean, I want to do it obviously when there's plenty of morel mushrooms up. Like, I'd hate to waste everyone's day, like walking around like today, knowing we probably won't find any. So it may be kind of like a week or two ahead of schedule before I actually plan it. Probably more towards the week. Like, the moment I start finding a few small ones, that'll give me kind of an idea of when I can set the day that we can all meet. If you're interested in coming on it, all you got to do is be a subscriber to the channel. It'd help if you liked this video and left me a comment down below letting me know that you might try to come. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. That's a mayapple. And I'm actually seeing a few of them right here. We got another one there. And a bunch coming up right there. Alright, well that may not be a mushroom, but that is a damn good sign that they're going to be coming up somewhat soon. See, normally the mayaples are already, I don't know, a foot tall and opened up by the time we start finding mushrooms. And I know there's a few people already finding some mushrooms, but it's kind of hard for me to believe since the mayaples hadn't even come up yet. But now that they're starting to come up, yeah, I kind of believe it. I don't know. It's probably safe to say that even if I continue to walk around, unless I get down in key areas and rake the leaves back, which I don't want to do, I highly doubt we're going to find any morel mushrooms today. Yeah, it's probably still a little too early. But alright guys, I just figured I'd give you another heads up about it and see if we couldn't walk around and find anything interesting, but that's about all we're going to get found is that one cool rock and those two big red false morel mushrooms, which I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. But alright guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Hopefully in the next video we'll be, you know, looking at some actual morel mushrooms. But that's how it is. I don't know, the last video I posted has done insanely well. So, and we didn't find any. So I'm going to say that a lot of you are alright with me not finding any as long as you get to look around and try to help me find some. So, but alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave me a like and leave me a comment if you happen to see anything I didn't see. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.